Alright, so we're trying some different OBS settings this time. I've been watching back the video, and it's a lot blockier than it is on my side, or in Kden Live, so I don't know what's going on. But we're going to try different steps of the chain to try and unscramble the video. You guys know that I've been looking for hunting strategies, ways to actually engage with and fight the monsters in the game, because everyone just digs a hole and pokes it to death, and I think that's really boring and lame. And I know I do that with the bears, but I don't want to do that with the bears long term. So I got one post from one guy that believes in the wooden club. Definitely missed the post, but I am bonk supremacist. The club has nearly twice the attack speed of a spear and has a little mini stun. Those two things combined can give you some breathing space against faster opponents, even brown bears. There is also the fact that the club does a 50% more damage than a spear on melee, so it has a way bigger DPS. The idea is to throw few spears, and if the animal charged towards you using a melee club to keep them from reaching you. For example, if you fail one spear thrust, then the animal will definitely hit you. Bonks, on the other hand, have a way faster animation and is more difficult to miss the hit. Or if you just go blackguard, you just ultimately bonk the whole wildlife. PD, I am writing on the phone, so expect a poor redaction. Now, I have had dozens of people crap all over the club and say it's useless, worthless, just use a spear. But this one guy super believes in the club. And that is always what I'm looking for to get excited about trying something. So we're going to make a club, we're going to hit things with it, and hopefully it goes as well as this guy says it will. When we left off, the temporal storm had just started, and we had just started cooking a pie. I have nothing to fence myself in with yet, but oh, and we're starving. Fantastic. Our inventory's full. There's so many problems right now that I need to solve. Okay. Spears. Not that I think they're really going to help in this scenario. So temporal storms spawn a bunch of bad guys that are real bad. Although maybe logging out stopped it, Wishful thinking? Wishful thinking, perhaps? Okay, turnip pie. I'm going to take a slice of it and look at the stats. 240, so like 540 or something? Look at that. That's one slice of the pie, guys. 8 turnips, but yeah. One slice of the pie. I don't think we should really use this, because there's a high likelihood that we just die here. So during temporal storms, enemies don't respect spawns limitations. They can spawn inside, they can spawn at any light level. They don't care at all. And there's a bunch of them. So. What? Why did that? Oh, I see. I did something dumb. I think we might be safe in the water? Like under the water? Like... Maybe they can't come down here? And we could just hang out? Maybe? Unlikely? Oh, we're getting shot out by the Boathorn. Not ideal. Gonna run out of air. I don't know how long these things go on, but longer than we want them to. Yep, got hit. Look at all that damage. I'm dead. It's just so uninteractive. Like, they say prepare for the temporal storm, but there's nothing to prepare for because they spawn indoors. And, like, at this stage in the game at least, I can't fight them. So what am I actually supposed to do about that? And now I'm spawned up here. The storm's still going. So what exactly am I supposed to do from spawn? You know? But I guess lore or something? Is the argument that's always used. I'm normally in favor of lore arguments, and maybe I will be when I get further into the lore of this game. But currently I don't get it. And there's a wolf killing me. I really should have just fenced myself in with blocks. We had wood in our inventory, I think. I wanted to try to fight a few, but it seems kind of pointless to try to fight them. Maybe they have good drops during the storm? I really don't know. Can't even find my way out of spawn. Worst spawn ever. I think I hear a shiver. There's a good chance we die twice for this stupid storm. Can't see anything. Stuck in a hole. Killed by a tainted drifter. Number 13. There's nothing to be done until this storm ends, really, because tainted shiver could just pop out at any moment and gobble me up. Runs faster than me, there's nothing I could do about it. Even if it was a normal night, a normal shiver could just kill me whenever they feel like it. And the wolf. 2 wolves, of course. I like this game, but this is like the one mechanic that I super do not understand at all, even 1%. I think it's an actively bad mechanic with no redeeming qualities. I even hesitate to call it a mechanic because there's nothing to it. It's just you die or you hide. It's not how anything works. It doesn't do anything. It's just an actual waste of time. That's fine. Oh, great. We're up to 14 deaths, by the way. I think the storm is over. Yeah, okay. So we might be able to get home. If we could see anything. Like, fortunately, they give you this little death glow, which is helpful, but not helpful enough to stop the wolves or the bears. I guess I'll see you guys in 4 in-game hours. Whole little family of pigs. All right. So, I hope that for those of you who have never had a temporal storm before, you understand why I just logged out as soon as it hit last time. What a waste of our time. Could have been less of a waste if I just hid in a corner and AFK'd, which is absolutely what we're going to do next time. It's such a garbage mechanic. Again, don't like calling it a mechanic because it's not. Turnip pie did not go very far, unfortunately. Now, what are we working on today? We're sorting our inventory, I think. Every day, that goat comes and stares at our fence. One of these days, he's going to figure it out. And we'll have a problem. Okay, I think I just want to put a lot of things back where they go. Okay, this much wood. The only way we're going to properly handle it is to go forge some stuff. So I think that's where we're starting. We need to make a chest for storage, and to do that, we need to make nails. So, get this going. Get our tongs out. Maybe throw another charcoal in there, just so we don't have to fiddle with it. Again, I don't know how hot this has to get to work. Maybe 750 was the cap. We want to make 8 nails. I think we're going to stick with our downward. Hopefully this doesn't take both my ingots, actually. I didn't think about this. Yeah, I don't think we have enough metal here to do it. Inconvenient. Those are just going to have to split out, I guess. And we're going to have to heat another ingot. Damn, I should have thought this through. That uses up most of our copper. Which is fine. It's not like the end of the world, but... Right? Yep. Okay. Why can't I... What? I know they added some stuff that everyone's really mad about. I think this is the thing where you have to reheat the work mid-work. I think that wasn't such a thing before. Now people are pretty annoyed. But I haven't done a ton of smithing. I've just done a little bit of baby smithing. Let's try it again. Okay. And now the splitting begins. That hammer is not looking good. We probably don't want to do any smithing until we get another hammer. Let's see what we need nails for. Nope. Wooden chest is just one nails surrounded by boards. I don't know what good a bug net is. Maybe it's for like catching bait for fishing. Man, a lantern needs 8 nails. That's crazy. And a plate. But we should definitely make a lantern at some point. But for right now, we are looking for planks. Finally, we can offload all these useless building materials. Okay. Probably put our boards in there too. I think we do want to make another... Second one. I don't know if you can... Actually, I think you can double chest in this game. I think you have to craft the double chest? Yeah. Do I want one big trunk or 2 little trunks? $36. We get a couple extra slots if we combine them. So, yeah. This is pretty big. Okay, this feels much better already. We're going to test and see if 3 can get it up to a reasonable temperature. Don't want to be wasting firewood. Okay, now we do have a project here. Okay, so we are going to start on a decorative project. I feel like I need to actually do all the spaces around this. So this might end up being more than I want to, but it's fine. Chisel. And we need the hammer. Oh, I hope this doesn't take hammer durability. Because that would actually hose us. We would have to wait till later. Okie dokie. So we right click the block, and that's going to give us the ability to chisel away parts of this block. Let's see, durability 68. Doesn't seem to be using hammer durability, which is good. Basically, I just want to make like a stone face for this oven, so it looks a little nicer. As you can imagine, people get real decorative with this stuff, and so they go through a ton of chisels. I am not an artiste. I've done minimal chiseling. Okay. Now we're down to just the stone face. I think here and here, here and here is enough to access the oven. And then I also want to do this one down here. Okay, so we're going to make more blocks that come out, I think. And to do that, we need just a little bit of clay that I seem to have misplaced, and some granite stones. Constant reminder why we need a roof. I don't have enough spear to kill this guy. 2 rifts, activity is high. This is going to get hopping real quick. Can I do anything about that? Not really. Okay, so I think it's got to go into hay, and then it can go into roofs, which are just 2 and 2. Yeah. Okay, that should protect us from one side. Possibly. So I don't remember how I did it, but... well, maybe it was just mods, right? But on the previous server, I had a very nice setup with, like, pretty much this layout. Maybe I didn't have the block behind. Yeah, I think maybe that was it. Maybe it was just like that. And then maybe I had it on the sides. You know, I'm gonna say that bonk was easier than a spear for that guy. But he also did come over our wall, so we're gonna need a real roof. Inconvenient. Unless he came over the front, right? We didn't do anything in the front? No. So I can't set anything there, which is inconvenient. Can't even set my bowls there. I think we might go for the simpler solution. How did these guys get in? Is maybe the question I should be asking. So they're definitely taking more hits with the bonk, but it's maybe easier. I think I might be a club convert, guys. But I think it's going okay. We missed a lot of attacks. Like, a little bit more competency would go a long way on that one. Okay, not great. But maybe we can avoid a death, huh? Possibly, potentially. Hoping those guys would despawn. They did not. We gotta go further. I want to avoid dying as a food strategy, because when I start doing that in games, I get bored so quickly, and I stop playing like within a day. I don't know that there's a good solution for the problem of starving being just a casual reset when you're right next to spawn, but I tend to abuse it when I can. I don't think this seems so unnecessarily big. I think we want to just kind of carve out most of this. So this is like beginner level chiseling, right? You can add materials somewhere, which will let you place other materials into these blocks to decorate them. But that is beyond my brain. Okay, so that is totally fine. I think we do that on the other side, and then we're good to go. If I can get enough HP to stop shaking, that would be great. I don't think there's an easy way to copy a block. Okay, so that's not going to work because it's mirrored. Alrighty. Took some doing, but we got there. Let's grab the food out of this. Okay, there are a million chiseling projects we could do, but we kind of need to move on right now. Okay, we have plenty of time today to get a roof on this thing. I'm really glad we found this tin bronze scythe. I find it difficult to justify making a scythe for myself. It's like, just do the work, right? But it's actually so convenient. You can see the grass is starting to change colors a little bit. It's getting yellow. The tool is changing. I really like the seasonal changes in this game. As far as the club goes, I feel like it might be viable. Like, I know we tried it early on and it was useless, but I don't know. During that night, it was a lot easier to just fight things. Okay, we hastily slapped this on before, but we should probably do it properly at some point. Oh, geez. I didn't do any windows, and that's going to be too low for a window, so I think we actually have to do a bunch of design before we can reasonably make a roof. If we're thinking about windows, let's start cutting some and see how we feel. Am I okay with that in my view? That's a much better window. So I think we're going to go one block higher all the way around. So we have these nice big windows. It begins. Okay, so we've got a window there. We probably want a window here. I would say definitely want a window here. Okay, that worked. Like, I'm sorry I keep sounding surprised about things that should maybe be obvious, but like, that worked. August has descended upon me like an army. Every night I am beset by demons. Drifters move in every shadow. Shivers crawl from every hole. Without a roof, I have been vulnerable to their whims. However, discovering the strength of the wooden club has allowed me to fight back, if only in some small measure. I used the last of the copper for nails. Those nails have made chests, which have made organizing and storing my building materials possible. My hammer is worn, and I hope to hold off until I can manage a bronze alloy. But these are concerns for winter. First, I must get a roof on this hut. What I like about the club is that you can just hold the button. You don't really need to time it like you do the spear. The spear, if you miss, you're kind of in trouble. But with the club, you swing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits for a drifter. Okay, so we're low enough on food that I'm a little concerned. We might actually have to go hunting today. Alright, we're going to try to use the club. Simply because we want to be believers, but if we have to spear, we're gonna spear. The trees are changing. Do y'all see it? Okay, we're gonna maybe trend towards the other farm. I don't think anything's ready yet, but there are a lot of stuffs on the way, right? Like, this will give us bread, which is hype. Copper. Copper and no ability to dig it. Huh. I don't know how to mark that. Piggy pig pig. Why is he running? Don't they normally fight? Is that a bear? What am I looking at? It's a wolf. Oh, I see your game now. Damn it. We messed up. We got baited. Where'd he go? I looked away. Damn it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to eat some of this spelt to stay alive. Got him. So now that we're fed, that hunt did not take nearly as long as I expected it to. I think we need to expand our farming area. Okay. So we want to expand the farmable area somewhat significantly. One water block waters all the blocks around it and then decreasingly out. So really what we want to do is have one water block and then 8 crops around it, then one water block and then 8 crops around it. And we're going to start that with this new farming space. Okay, so that will water all of these crops. And then I'd like to get a second row going here. I guess we could do, because those are doing the same one, right? We want it one over ideally. Damn. Yes. So this is more correct. We got to expand the fence again. Okay, so then those will be watered. That'll be dug. Watered, watered, dug. Watered, watered, dug. We can always fill this in with dirt if we need to. A bear. Takes so much wood to cook bushmeat, which sucks. Like, look how slow it's cooking. If I take half of it out, does it change at all? No. Maybe I should stop. So I think these crates are meant for storing lots of stuff. So I believe, I could be wrong, Pine Crate lets me shove a bunch of stuff into it. Like conglomerate sand. Okay, shift to add one item, control shift to add all items. Bam. Bam. Beautiful. And then I can just take them out. Perfect. So this is going to get moved. It's not going to live here, that's for sure. Can I put different things in there? I don't think so. I think it's all conglomerate sand in this one container. Okay, we're in a pretty good state right now. We do still need a roof. We're still working on it. Okay, 2 in the morning. Looks like 13 C's as low as we're going to get. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here because I'm not sure what my next step is. I know we need to plant the trees. I know that the farm has been expanded but will continue to expand. But it's also August 9th, the end of another month. I think now that we have storage, we might process some hides and make some clothes for the winter because I don't want to get caught with my pants down. But yeah, just kind of a cozy moment to end today's playthrough, so catch you in the next one.